My name is Daniel Himes, and I'm working here with the Sasquatch Outdoors boys, and they're helping me with this fundraiser for my heart, and to try to make it out to Ohio, so that way I can go see a specialist and hopefully get some answers. In a sense, I hope to see everybody on Saturday, and if you can't make it, well, that's okay. It's no big deal, but God bless everybody, and I hope you all have a great day. I do appreciate everything that y'all have taken the time out to do in the event and everything. I greatly appreciate everything, you know. I guess it's definitely been a struggle. They told me 2 years ago, whenever they did the pacemaker, that the bottom half of my heart has been dead for 10 years. That was 2 years ago, you know, so obviously now with them putting the pacemaker in, that it's on a normal person, it's supposed to basically just shock them as needed. Well, with the bottom half of my heart being dead, it has to constantly shock my heart to keep it working. The battery life for them is normally like 15 years. I have to get them changed every like 8 to 10. Got to go out to Ohio, as everybody knows, you know, and hope that, you know, there's something that they could even do, you know. I mean, I've been to a couple different specialists so far, and the last one that I've been to up in York, he straight looked at me and my grandfather, and basically just like you and me are now, he straight looked at me and said that there was nothing he could do. He didn't even know where to begin to even try to fix it. He wouldn't even know where to even try to start. It's definitely been a struggle. It's definitely played a toll on my mental health, you know what I mean? Worst comes to worst, I'll ask them to put me on a heart transplant list. Nobody wants to wake up every day wondering, you know what I mean, is this going to be the day? A little more scarier than yeah, you know what I mean, the normal person, so to speak.
Well, 100%.
It's taking a toll on a lot of things. I, as a lot of people know, I'm a certified welder, you know, so that's what I love to do. Well, I actually have to wear a leaded vest in order for me to continue to weld as of right now, to block the frequencies from the welder and the pacemaker. The way that it was explained to me is the frequency of a welder is the same frequency as a heartbeat, and so if I'm running a consistent beat, the pacemaker will think that my heart is working the way that it should be, so to speak, and that it doesn't need to run, so it would shut off. So that's why I have to wear that leaded vest. Now, granted, that's an extra 25, 35 pound, you know what I mean? But I've got such a passion for it that, I mean, there for a while, I was 6 days a week, 12-hour days, you know what I mean? I love it. That's what I do. That's what I want to do. You know what I mean? And it kills me every day that I can't do what I found a passion to do. I'd really love to get back into it. My dream in itself is to become my own personal welder going up and down the East Coast. If they could figure out a way to, you know what I mean, try to help me in any way that they could, you know what I mean, I'd be ecstatic. That's the way I look at it, you know what I mean? I'll never stop fighting. With the circumstances and the, you know what I mean, everything, I take every day with greatness, you know what I mean? I try to live to the fullest every day, whether it be with the kids or at work, you know what I mean, joking and carrying on, whatever, you know what I mean? I always try to live to the fullest. Let's face it here, I'm not, you know what I mean, guaranteed another day. You know, it has put a lot of struggle on me, only being 25. Heart problems has always ran through my family. I don't know, I figured it'd be later in life, you know what I mean, instead of earlier.
No freaking doubt, dude. No doubt. It doesn't happen to a 15-year-old, but you know, they said 10 years ago is when your heart would have started dying.
Yeah.
What happened? How does that happen to a 15?
Yeah,
No one has answers.
I mean, it kind of makes sense, you know what I mean, back in baseball and football, you know what I mean, when we played together and stuff, like I'd get shortness of breath, whether I'd be on the pitcher mound or whatever. My son, my oldest, I had him when I was 17. I ended up dropping out of high school my senior year, so I could get a full-time job, you know what I mean, to support And I turned around, and 2 years later, we had my daughter. He was sick there for a little while whenever he was first born, like RSV and that type of stuff, you know what I mean? So, yeah, he was a little sick. They're 7 and 5 now, and then I just had my son on Monday. Yeah, they're actually...
Yeah, newborn, guys.
Yeah.
Wishes, man, congratulations.
Yeah, they're playing football and cheer for Quincy Panthers right now. A big shout out to Brian and everybody and Dawn and for sponsoring them and stuff. I greatly appreciate that. They definitely wouldn't have the opportunity without you guys, and I greatly appreciate that to make that happen for them. Dawn messaged me about it, and she said, hey, she was like, I have somebody that I think would like to sponsor the kids. And I was like, oh, really? I was like, well, say something to him, you know what I mean? And if he would, like I said, I'd greatly appreciate it.
Wow.
And he said, I'd love to, you know what I mean? So, like I said, I just wanted to give him a great shout out. I do greatly appreciate that.
I don't understand how people can look down upon any citizen of Franklin
Right.
County. Mostly everybody has a kind word. Mostly everybody, you know, though our pockets aren't deep, they're always willing to give, even if it's $1 or a quarter. They're always willing to give what they have and are, you know, able to give.
Absolutely.
This is a really generous community. And
it was really, it definitely made the kids very, very happy, you know.
Is that equipment and all, like cleats and everything?
Yep,
oh my Lord.
Yeah.
Shout out to Brian, you said, right?
Yeah.
Good job, Brian.
Yeah.
That's a good dude.
I get to live, you know, my, I guess, old memories, so to speak, through my kids, you know, watching them play football and baseball and
I'm sure you're the dad that gets into it.
Oh, absolutely.
I know you are.
With Grayson being the quarterback, you know what I mean? Yeah, he's the quarterback for the Cubs. Yeah, that really has him pretty wanting to get into it a lot.
How's he doing?
Oh, he's amazing. I love it. I love watching it every day.
So it's cool you have like a naturally gifted athletic kid.
Yeah,
like, that's
absolutely,
good.
Absolutely. The baby Braxton, I can't wait for him to grow up, you know what I mean? Put him through the same sports and relive it all over again.
Heck yeah, we should talk about putting Grayson into wrestling this winter.
Yeah, well, actually, he definitely he wants to try it out.
It's even more important why it's great that Brian did what he did, because you don't want kids missing out on those crucial times.
Absolutely.
Some of the best memories come from those.
Absolutely.
Like, they mold you.
Absolutely.
Life just flies way too quick.
Yeah, it really does. It really does.
You don't just sit back enough of the time and look out at a view like this.
Absolutely.
And talk with a good friend.
Absolutely.
There's not enough moments in life that are like that.
Yep. You don't get too many chances to do that. And like I said, I greatly appreciate everything.
Yes, sir.
And even for the benefits and everything, you know what I mean, that you guys have had the opportunity to whip up for me, so to speak. I can't be more grateful for you from it.
You deserve it, bro. You deserve it. You're a good dude. You know, you deserve that chance to see what's going on.
Right,
like,
absolutely.
At the end of the day, you're a father, you're a friend, and you're a good dude. It's not like you did anything to deserve it.
Right.
It's not fair.
When I was laid up in the hospital and stuff, you know what I mean, after surgery and stuff, it really got to me, you know. I was sitting there really on a depression hit pretty bad. You know, being laid up, not being able to work and stuff, you know. Because I've had a job since I've been 15 years old, you know what I mean? I've always worked on the farms or whatever. So not being able to work or go out and necessarily like put my worth into society, so to speak, it really like kind of hurt. Slowly but surely, getting back into welding, because you know what I mean, that's what I want to do. Actually make something of yourself, you know what I mean? Like I've if nothing else, I want my kids set up and pushing it to the limit to make sure that your kids and your wife or whoever is financially set. My kids are my world.
Yeah.
They always have been, they always will be, and that's just that. They come before anything. What I really wanted to do was I wanted to go into the Air Force because I wanted to be a pilot. Had signed my papers maybe just under 3 years ago, and then whenever I had the heart surgery, I reached out to my recruiter, and he was like, listen, buddy, he was like, I hate to break it to you, but with you having that pacemaker, he said, the no branch will ever accept you. It kind of hit hard, and then so then I ended up picking up welding, and well, I just ran with it, you know what I mean, and I love it, and that's just what I want to do. I want to travel up and down the East Coast and be my own welder.